right? Like, really?
Yes, I agree. I agree. I definitely well, first of all, I mean, we have to even get into the finale. I mean, to me, I thought the finale of Vanderpump Rules was some of the best television that I've seen. I mean, hands down, some of the best realist reality TV we've seen since Jessica Simpson, Chicken of the Sea, eating tuna out of a can, and she thought it was chicken. I mean, it it was so good. It was just so raw. It was like 1 minute you were sad for them, then you definitely tune into Raquel and you're like, something is missing here. You have empathy for Ariana. Like, I mean, it just was so real. If you've ever been broken up with or a long-term relationship or cheated on or been cheated on, it really, I thought, captured how awful and sad a breakup is, like a marriage is. It was
Because you know, a
so
lot of people think the
good.
opposite. A
So good.
lot of people think it was
People
even
thought that was a bad episode.
no, not a bad episode, but a lot of people, including Stassi Schroeder, think it was like, fake and staged and not really Scandoval. Oh, yeah,
Really?
Sarah. A lot are like, that was so staged and that scene was staged. And just, I mean, they did pick cameras back after this happened. So it's like, yeah, I don't know if like, like I think scenes were staged, right? But like, yeah, I mean,
Well,
I agree with you. I enjoyed it.
I thought it was riveting television. And look, I mean, we watch What Happens Live, Ariana's appearance. I mean, she knew there were cracks in the relationship. She admits that for now. And I think you see it with Tom. I mean, this wasn't like so out of left field as initially we thought, right? At least my takeaway. Now, that doesn't diminish, I mean, how awful it was. To me, I really saw Raquel in that show as like, something is missing. There's like an emotional chip that's really not there. And
I think.
yeah, I do too. And it's like, I don't know if it would be healthy for her to come back on the show. And if I were her, I don't know. If I were her close friends and family, I'd be very worried because something was really missing for her to be like, I love you, Schwartz. And he was like, well, I love something.
Sandoval.
He's like, well, I didn't say I love you. Sandoval, yeah. Sandoval. I mean, there just seemed like there was something
I think
really
she's
clear to me. Something's off.
people have said this before, and like I'm not saying this isn't like a soundbite. I would never ever make fun of someone's abilities, but I really think, I mean, I feel like Raquel is kind of on the spectrum. I truly,
I could see that.
this isn't like a
Yeah, I
moment
could
to
see
be
that.
like funny. I would never joke about something like that. I feel like it's the
I could
same
see that.
thing you're saying with this. I really feel like, I don't know, or like just listen. I've interviewed certain people. I interviewed someone, I don't even want to get into it because it's like it's a celebrity, and it's like I just think like her growth is almost stunted. I don't know if it was from her mother leaving, or but like, so it's either like you're on the
That's very
spectrum,
dramatic.
truly on the spectrum, and just you can't help this, or your growth is so stunted. It's like, which is why I'm so fascinated watching her. I can't figure her out. Like, I don't think
Me
it's an
too.
act anymore. I don't think it's like you're this good at the game. I don't think you're this good at reality TV and being a villain.
No.
I don't.
What did you make of Tom Sandoval? Because I did, I cannot figure him out either. I'm like, is this man a maniacal narcissist? Or, I thought that scene where he was hyperventilating and Lisa came over and I mean, I actually almost like cried. It was so sad. I was like, God, this is really like heartbreaking. Again, I just don't think you get real moments like that on reality TV. Like they cry, but they're usually fucking arguing over, I don't know, the dumbest shit. Like, you said this to me or whatever, or some asinine, like what we had to live through with Real Housewives of Potomac this last season, this stupidness about Chris Bassett being an alleged cheater when, I mean, he didn't do shit. I mean, that to me is so fake. And everybody did give them a ton of shit, which they deserved. But I felt, what do you think of Tom Sandoval after the finale?
I mean, that's the whole thing, though. Makes me go back to thinking like next season it's going to be Sandoval, and Raquel will be there if Ariana isn't, in La La. Everyone's going to be like, all of this seems just, you don't think she's just going to be like doing interviews for Dancing with the Stars and campaigns and just being like, yeah, like it's like, I don't know. I feel like she's so now like, There's no other
Yeah, I do.
option.
I
There's no other option for Tom Sandoval. He's not leaving. So I feel like it's just, I don't know. That's my advice to her if I were her team, and I would really leave.
well,
No, I mean, I think it was, listen, I do know I saw him again at, the show. I don't
yes.
really dislike him. I think he's, look, I think he too, I think Raquel doesn't have the ability to really understand this. I think Ariana even said it on Watch What Happens. Like, I do think he's, in his own world of not really. She even said, I think she said it on Watch What Happens, where she's like, I'm not so sure Tom really, really is that upset that he's this hated because it's the attention. I do believe that. No judgment. I think Tom loves the attention. I think he loves it.
I
Right?
could see that. And to me, Tom reminds me of A-Rod. And I'm trying to think of other famous men who have been serial cheaters. Oh, Jesse James, who was famously married to Sandra Bullock for a hot second. Sandoval reminds me of that, where he has this pattern of, he, like you said, he loves the attention of women, and he shouldn't be married. And he wasn't married to Ariana. And I'm not saying it makes that any easier, because they were together for 9 years and she thought they'd be together forever, and they didn't want to get married. But he seems to me as a serial, he needs that validation. He needs a new hot young thing. And those guys should never be married. I mean, I give Sandoval credit for never getting married, unlike A-Rod and Jesse James, who have made that mistake over and over and over and over again. But to me, Tom Sandoval seems like a serial womanizer. He just has that way about him.
Well, it's like
And
Jax was. It's like when you're insecure, when Jax cheated on Brittany and she took him back, I mean, his thing was, and Tori and Dean, I go to, like, Dean had this with Tori. I'm not justifying cheating, but like when Brittany took Jax back, Jax was like, it's, you don't understand. Like, it's not you. Like, I do understand that. I'm not saying that is the right relationship for me, but Jax was like, I am fucked up. I am the one that is insecure, that sees this Jason Chachi from Young, my father, Pat, like it's me. Like, I am the fucked up one. It has absolutely nothing to do with you. I am not justifying it. I think Tom has that. Like, he is not internally happy. He needs that external validation from women. There was that picture in Texas where he's having, and first of all, since when do you know someone in Austin, Texas? I told you that I brought my girls to the show, and after the show, my girls were like, we're in love with Tom. I assume he just went and picked up some damn fan and is out having, with the woman's Pomeranian. I assume that's a fan, and that this is his life, man. He's thrilled. This rock star sleeping with girls. I mean, again, he took the shirt off. The body was there. And I mean, any girl in that audience, including myself, I would have gone home and slept with Tom Sandoval in like 1 second. Are you fucking kidding me?
I would too. But I mean, I'm old enough in my life to not be naive. There's something off with Raquel, and I could